Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and today we're bringing you Darius Gnar Overwhelm, which you're all probably familiar with, right? This deck has been doing pretty darn well as well in the stats, similar to Scouts yesterday. Honestly, it just packs a punch, right? And especially what makes it powerful is that it has a very good matchup against those Janna decks, right? So Janna Nilah especially is very hard for them to beat you when you can just slap them with some big overwhelms and the Battle Fury to kind of get around their removal, which is usually all damage based. So that's why this deck has kind of gained a lot of popularity, just because it can do well into those Janna piles, but it can also do well against other mid-range piles that are not able to deal with the bigger units that you have compared to them. And that's what makes this deck a lot powerful, right? So it's all the Rico Red style, and it is what he has been playing to climb for good success in this patch. So hope you know the games coming up soon. If you do, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LOR videos every single day. You can also join and become a member of our channel. Whether you become a gladiator or a champion, you get access to some cool additional perks. Check that out as well below in the description. Enjoy the games. In this match, we're going against Nilah and Janna. We have a pretty good matchup against this deck. We just need to find the right pressure. Okay, with Bone Club. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3 leaves me with 1 mana, and then we go to turn 4, which is gonna be enough for Bone Club into whichever one of these Tusk Speakers survives. I like that. I like this here. So we go Crimson Pigeons, Tusk Speaker, Bone Club. See what the opponent has. Opponent could have a Mystic Shot right here, and I'm okay eating up that first Mystic. I'm alright eating up this first Mystic Shot here, because they have to do it right now. If they have a Miriam, it doesn't matter. Both of these units will be 3 power. And then we just put the Bone Club on the second Tusk Speaker. Yeah, you have the Howling Gale or Mystic Shot, right? Howling Gale is 3 mana, Mystic Shot is 2, there we go. So you stop the additional pressure, we still push 2 damage here. We go Tusk Speaker again, and if the opponent doesn't commit a second Mystic Shot on this Tusk Speaker right away, then they'll get punished by the Bone Club on the next turn. If they do commit the Mystic Shot here, then we'll just play the Omen Pop, right? So we'll go like this. Yeah, sure, you get your Slipstream, cute. Nope, okay, so they don't play around the Bone Club. I mean, maybe they just don't have a second Mystic, right? This is very likely they don't have a second Mystic, right? But regardless, this is going to be a lot of damage. A lot of damage. If I put the damage here, honestly, I'm fine with the Bone Club getting passed on somewhere else now that we have the Might. So I think I do want to put pressure with the Crimson Pigeon and attack with it. At 6 health, opponent doesn't have enough to kill this at fast speed. What they could have here, I guess they could have like... No, they don't have enough. Howling Gale is 3 mana, so even if they get the Slipstream, the Divine Whirlwind gets reduced to 3 mana. They would need to have they need to have 1 more mana to have Slipstream into Divine Whirlwind into Howling Gale to kill the Tusk Speaker before they attack. So they don't have it. So I think we're in a decent spot. We get to push enough damage to potentially just level up Darius in 1 shot. And then we play Darius next turn because we have the attack token of 6. And we get that. Well, I guess not next turn, but the turn after, right? In our next attack. Yeah, so they go Big Crash. We go like this. They have to block. If you take both this damage, like you actually just dead. Like you will actually just die. Again, it's not bad though, because we can always pass that Bone Club to even the Crimson Pigeon, and I still get value from it because we have the Might to give whatever unit the Overwhelm. Regardless, the opponent's gonna go like technically they can block here and block here, so they can block here with Nilah and block the Crimson Pigeon, and that will keep them 1 health above 10. They choose not to. Like, they could technically have prevented the Darius level up, right? They could have technically prevented the Darius level up, but they didn't go for it. So Darius, I think, just kills them next turn. Like, I think just straight up kills them. We can give them the Omen Hawk here. Like this smells to me like a Divine Whirlwind or a Mystic Shot, right? They have Slipstreams in their hand now because they have one Slipstream from Nilah, one Slipstream from the Big Crash. They're choosing not to do anything. I'm debating if I want to keep the 3 mana so that we have access to Divine to Willing Death. And I'm kind of thinking that I do. I'm thinking I keep the 3 mana instead of playing the Ballista. We'll just go like this. I wish this Darius was 7 health instead of 6. Like, I wish we had... I guess he's gonna go to 7, right? Yeah, what am I thinking? He's gonna go to 7, right? So... opponent's definitely gonna kill this Tusk Speaker, right? As long as they don't kill the Tusk Speaker right now. Okay, they killed it right now, unfortunately. Could also just put the Bone Club on, like, the Pigeon and just attack that way, but it's just gonna be Darius. It's just gonna be Darius with Whirling Death as a backup. Again, opponent could have what we talked about last time. They could have Slipstream into Divine Whirlwind into Howling Gale, and that will actually kill my Darius. But I think that just means that we just have to wait another turn. I don't think that the opponent kills us next turn. It has to be, I mean, we know they have the Slipstream. It has to be exactly Howling Gale and Divine Whirlwind. I guess if they get the 3rd Mystic Shot, that also does it. No, because the Howling Gale will only go up to 4. They need to have Slipstream, Divine Whirlwind, Howling Gale, plus another spell, which is probably going to be the 2nd Slipstream. So there you go. Slipstream number 1. Slipstream number 1. Slipstream number 2. Divine Whirlwind. Or, okay, so you need to have one more card. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so they have it. They have the cards, right? So again, they have the answer here. Divine Whirlwind, Divine Whirlwind. So they get a double Divine Whirlwind here. The problem is Nilah, right? Opponent has one more Slipstream that they can use. And that's going to be annoying to deal with. I'm going to pass here. I'm just going to have to just block next turn. That did tell me that the opponent doesn't have Howling Gale, though. And they still have those fleeting spells that they got from Slipstream that they're going to lose. And if this is a 2nd Slipstream, I think it puts me in a decent spot. I think opponent should just... Okay, yeah, okay, wow, yeah. So I think that puts me in a decent spot because we know that that was their 2nd Slipstream. This Nilah being able to push 2 damage puts me at 5, but the opponent already played double Divine Whirlwind and double Mystic. So I think the odds of them having enough to kill us is pretty small. So we take the 2. I guess the opponent could technically have the Eye of the Storm, and that would push another 2 damage. Still needs to find the 3rd Mystic and the 3rd Divine Whirlwind to kill us. Unless they just get the 2nd Eye of the Storm here. Okay. So still needs to find... Again, it still needs to find what I was talking about. Let's go here. Let's just put this here right away. Because I want to use this now and not wait for next turn to actually use it. We have Might and Whirling Death, so we can just punish any block here. They have done 2 Mystic Shots and 2 Divine Whirlwinds, right? Surely they don't get both. Surely they don't get both next turn to kill us with. They have a lot of draw. I have my orders. Let's put that extra piece of damage here. And then we'll put Iron Ballista, another Overwhelm unit. So this lets me get this Crimson Pigeon to 8. With the Might, it should be enough. They do get that Slipstream most likely, because they just attack with Nilah, right? So they get the Slipstream, so they get 2 more draws. They get 2 more draws here. They decide to block here so that they don't take any extra damage. The problem again is the might, right? The might kind of changes things because now I can just have any of my units become a overwhelm unit while also just pushing enough to kill them. Surely they don't have it, right? Surely, why is the eye only showing 1 damage? They're dead, but surely they don't have the Divine Whirlwind and the Mystic, right? Surely. Another Slipstream. The Storm. Okay, so they don't have enough mana for both anyways anymore. They don't have enough mana for both anyways, so we end up just winning the game, right? So the Overwhelm is just really difficult for this Janna decks to deal with. And that's why this deck ends up being such a good counter into those Janna decks. So GG's. In this match, we're going against Lurk. So it's going to be a race of whichever one of us can kill the other first. Unfortunately for us, the Lurk player got attack token on 1. So Lurk with attack token on 1 is more or less like unbeatable, to be honest. Let's see if we can find like an Omen Hawk here. Crimson Pigeon is not bad. It just sucks because maybe, okay, depending on what they'll put in place here, I might actually just go Ruthless Raider next turn and have access to the Elixir of Might. That's a great card, right? So if they put in place a 1 health unit here, here's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna play the Pigeon this turn. We're gonna play the Ruthless Raider so that when the opponent shows me their Snapjaw, we can block it with the Ruthless Raider with the Elixir of Iron. And then next turn, when the opponent develops their 3-drop, we just pirouette to stun it. Oh, they don't have it? Alright. Opponent ruined my plan here. Opponent ruined my plan, alright? I thought the opponent was going to be a better player, but they're actually, I guess, not. I thought the opponent was going to be a better player and actually have their I gotta go here. And actually have their Snapjot on turn 2. Like, the fact that they didn't have Snapjot on turn 2 is so disappointing. So disappointing. We get to put quite a bit of pressure here, so that's not bad. And again, I guess just enable this, etc. Nah, let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. Let's go for it. If the opponent has the Snapjaw, they have the Snapjaw. Again, just trying to push damage, trying to raise them down. They have less units here. We can block with the Saboteur on the Circe Collar if necessary. We're probably going to look for this stun to allow us to kind of finish the game. If we can stun like enough units. That's a great draw. That's a great draw. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. That's going to be... it's going to be something else for the opponent. Let's go like this. Let's go like this, right? Let the opponent do this, because remember, we're gonna go for this pirouette, right? So we're gonna go for this pirouette next turn. So it lets me kill the Circe Collar and disable the hammers now. This is 5. Or do we just go Iron Ballista? So 5, 8, 9. Let's start with the Omen Hawk. Let's start with the Omen Hawk. Because we're either going to go pirouette, right? We're either going to go pirouette or we're going to go defensive maneuver. The decisive maneuver. I don't know why I said defensive maneuver. I think at this point, I kind of like the pirouette a little bit better. We'll go like this. And depending on what the opponent does, I might just also go defensive maneuver. So I might go Iron Ballista. They're looking, they're digging. They're digging for a one cost unit, right? Alright? So then... Maybe we actually go like this. So, opponent could block with the pike. If we go here, we stun the pike. This will go to 7. This will go to 4. That's only gonna be not enough because the opponent still has one more blocker. So I guess we'll go Iron Ballista. Just have an additional attacker. And we'll go like this. Yeah, we'll go like this. Opponent's gonna actually block with the pike. I think that's greedy. Like, if I'm completely honest, I think blocking with the pike is greedy. But I guess they're losing to the Overwhelm next turn anyways. We might just have to use the decisive maneuver right now. But because the opponent went to 3 HP, it means that once we use the decisive maneuver, our opponent will not be able to actually, like, do anything. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna Darius. I don't think I need to decisive maneuver anymore. Opponent's not allowed to attack with pike here. I guess they could have second pike for the Bone Skewer. They could have second pike for the Bone Skewer. And if they do, they still cannot kill this Darius. Okay, they're gonna actually drag the Darius then. So you're hoping that you get Rek'Sai. They missed the Lurk completely, but they were hoping that they get Rek'Sai at the time. I guess that's fair, right? Because if you have a Bone Skewer in your hand, it means that your pike levels up next turn and clears my whole board. So probably the safest play for us was always to actually go for the decisive maneuver, just to stop the pike from leveling up entirely, right? Because they could have actually leveled up that pike there, and that could have been problematic if they had another pike in their hand. So a little bit of an oopsie at the end there, but opponent ended up missing Lurk anyway, so ended up not mattering. So GG's. In this match, we're going against Jayce. Cosmic Call, right? So the opponent's trying to duplicate this Cosmic Call. I feel like I want to go... I feel like I want to have like these really tall units this game. So like the Omen Hawk is fine because it makes my units a little bit bigger, right? And then we have Ballista. I was trying to see if we could get like a Bone Club or something similar. But it doesn't look like we got it. I didn't mean to give them that one, but that's okay. We'll go like this. Because if the opponent has a Cosmic Youngling, then this ends up being kind of annoying. I guess I could have pushed more damage, but again, if they have the Cosmic Youngling, then the Saboteur is not really going to do much, right? So that's why I'm okay just... Ooh. No Cosmic Youngling? I'll take that. If you let me get the Saboteur here, I think I'm fine with that. Okay, well, I guess we go Iron Ballista and then have the Elixir of Iron as a backup. Can play Gnar next turn. Oh, Scraptron. Okay. Let you kill it. Let you kill it and then we can just block it. And it also means that the Gnar doesn't have to worry about the Scrap Trap. I guess I'll put it kind of a Jayce here. And again, if the Jayce pulls damage, that's also cool. I'm also cool with that. I think I like this Gnar here. Get the Pokey Stick, start getting ourselves on a little bit more draw. We also get this Darius, which is pretty nice. Yeah, there shouldn't be a way for the opponent to kill Gnar here. I guess, like, even if they have double Mystic, we have the Elixir. Next time they want to play Cosmic Call, right? Next time they want to play Cosmic Call, so I don't know that open attacking is correct. Unless the opponent taps out, like if the opponent saves the 3 mana here, I don't open attack. Because that will give them the best time to play that Cosmic Call. Okay, so they're going to just Mystic Shot here instead. Alright. I guess they'll push 6 damage here. No? Okay. Now, the opponent could have access here to Sunburst, right? So they could have access to a Sunburst. And if they do... I guess I want to, like... I want to push more damage than just this, right? I kind of want to push more damage than just this, but the opponent tapped out a Cosmic Call, so it tells me that they only really have a Sunburst. If they have like a Hush, I think that's fine. We still get the value for Gnar, but getting us the Pokey Stick. Yeah, so I'm okay with this Hush. Like, I'm fine with this Hush because we still get the Pokey Stick, which again is kind of what we're looking for. Wait, no, we don't get the Poke Stick. What am I talking about? The Hush Stops the Gnar Poke Stick. I'm just trolling too, right? Like the Sunburst would have been a little bit annoying to deal with, so that's why I wanted to just open attack and at least force the Hush out of them, so that it's one less Hush that we have to worry about for later. If the opponent taps out a Sunburst here, then we just go Darius and just get to win the game that way. Especially with this Battle Fury to follow up next turn. Now, the Cosmic Journaling obviously gives them a lot of benefits here, which is kind of annoying, but it's fine. This Battle Fury is going to make it so that we can technically just level up this Darius by putting the Battle Fury on either one of these units. Yeah, we just open attack here. Technically, opponent stays alive, but they probably want to block. I'm a little bit concerned about the Hush. I'm concerned about second Hush, right? A second Hush would be a problem here. And a stun will be annoying as well. Wait, you just lose the game, right? This is 7? Yeah, you just lose the game. That's too much of a commitment. You know I have Battle Fury. I'm an Overwhelm deck. Yeah, come on. I'm an Overwhelm deck. What did you expect? Come on. Come on. You're better than that. GG's. In this match, we're going against Janna Nilah. So, I believe this is a pretty good matchup for us. Probably need to... This Elixir of Iron is so good. Makes me want to keep it, but I also kind of feel like I need more units. I don't want to be stuck in a position where I don't have enough units to actually like put pressure on them. So we can go Omen Hawk, Saboteur, and see what happens. Opponent could obviously have a Miriam here to be able to block one of the Saboteurs. But we still need to push quite a bit of damage, right? And this is kind of what you want to have to do. You kind of want to have to put pressure into them. And just don't let them breathe, right? This is a world. Do I still like double Saboteur next turn? Or do I just go double Omen Hawk? Like go Omen Hawk now, Omen Hawk later? Could also just go Saboteur now and double Omen Hawk next turn. That way whatever unit we get is actually buffed up twice. I kind of like that better. That way whatever unit gets buffed by the Omen Hawk is going to be like really high up, right? And it also allows me to open attack with the Saboteur, allow me to actually just push the 3 damage. Compared to if we develop next turn and the opponent could have a Miriam or even the Nilah itself. Is opponent just AFK, I guess? That's unfortunate, because this is such a good start. Okay, they're not AFK, but they do have a blocker here for the Saboteur. So it's still worth it for us to attack with the Saboteur. Probably, right? I'll go for it. And I just go ahead and drop the double on the hop. Let's just push that 1 damage. Opponent has Nilah was their fleeting card. That's pretty lucky, huh? That's a pretty lucky Nilah right there as the fleeting card. Because it could have been anything, right? It could have been like a Janna or whatever. Pretty sure that the opponent has a Miriam though. It makes no sense otherwise. Yeah, there we go. That's the type of things these are the type of things that I want to see get buffed up, because there's a lot of pressure here. Another one, all right. Do we ever go for the Displacing Maneuver? So they did have the Miriam, right? They had the Miriam anyways. Here they could have their Howling Gale to just kill this pigeon right now. They choose not to. I'm gonna defensive maneuver this turn. I'm gonna defensive maneuver this turn and just push that extra 2 damage while also killing this Nilah. Force the opponent to have to use a removal here on this Omen Hawk. We'll go like this. Actually, why did we go like this? Why did we just go on this one? And just kill the Miriam as well? I just want to kill this Nilah. While also pushing 3 damage. We can go ahead for the Glacial Surian. This Battle Fury is where things are going to get pretty interesting later on. But I do not want to let this Nilah stay on the field. Alright, there we go. We'll get rid of their higher health units so that we can kind of set this up for later. Also means that we put no damage on the Crimson Pigeon, so the opponent needs to have exactly a Howling Gale to kill this. This is looking like a Janna right here. That's why the opponent drew, because they can just send this fleeting cards back into their deck. Yep. Yep. We don't have enough for Battle Fury. Like, we could technically save enough here to go Battle Fury next turn. I don't know that that makes sense. I think we just go Glacial Saurian first. Again, just continue buffing my cards. Alright. Because we haven't joined that unit from the Omen Hawk yet, right?
Wind need not be seen.
We haven't joined that second unit from the double Omen Hawk. Huh.
You'll catch me, right?
But it could still have the Divine Whirlwind to deal it 3 damage, so there's no way that I can block this Mariner. I can block this Tide Dancer. I can block the Tide Dancer, playing the Darius. Double Mystic. Okay, so now everything gets Brash. So I can not block here, opponent just pushes all this damage. That's pretty good for them. That's pretty damn good for them. Guess we just block like this. No, let's not take all this damage here. I think at this point we have to commit for this Darius into Battle Fury. The problem is that the Darius has a good chance of just dying here. Maybe we go Ruthless Raider. That's even better because that lets me have, like, I can just attack with this Pigeon. So we go like this. I'm scared that I'm just gonna die next turn though, right? So that's the problem here, that I just die next turn. If I'm not too careful. We can go for this Might. Or we can just play Darius next turn.
Rethink your choices.
Yeah, they're gonna make it so that we don't have any Brash blockers. Ooh, okay, so I don't agree with them doing this, because I feel like at this point you just kind of go all in. If we go Might, we still have enough to play Darius, and then, yeah, I think we're just gonna go for it. Let's just go here. This still gives me a blocker for the Tide Dancer, so then it's really gonna be Janna and Nilah that I have to be worried about. If opponent has a removal here, then that's a punish. Yeah, that's a punish. I should have, because now the opponent has an extra unit to kill us with. But that is one less removal for this Darius. Opponent needs to have that Slipstream, right? So they need to top deck that Slipstream, and we ended up. It's not a Brash blocker. If they don't get a draw card here, whether it's second Janna or the Slipstream from the Big Crash, then it doesn't matter. Oh, that's beautiful. So we just go here, just block this one, and we just play this Darius. So I guess let's go Saboteur first, see what the opponent does. They still don't have enough to kill this. Okay, perfect. So I was trying to make it so that they have no way to kill this Darius, right? So we just go Darius. Opponent has shown us 3 Mystic shots already, right? 3 Mystic shots and 1 Divine Whirlwind. There's no way that they're gonna get the rest of them, right? There's surely no way. Actually, they don't have enough burn. They don't have enough burn, even if they do, because yeah. We just go Battle Fury and we just win the game. They shouldn't have enough burn to survive this Battle Fury with the Darius. It was close, because again, if the opponent had gotten that Slipstream 1 turn earlier last turn, they could have gotten everything +2 power from the Tide Dancer. They have used 3 Mystic shots. So at most, they could have 2 more Divine Whirlwinds, which wouldn't be enough to kill us. Yeah, we just go like this. Nice job. And there should be nothing else that buffed their health up, right? So there we go. Darius buffed up by the Glacial Saurian is enough to get us there. So GG's. In this match, we're going against Teemo and Janna. So you just have to overwhelm them to death, right? This is such a good curve. This is such a good curve here. I'm gonna just keep 1. probably it has to be Pigeon into Ruthless Raider, right? Does the opponent have a Marian on turn 2? Opponent can have a Marian or a Broadwind on turn 2. Okay, no, it's Omen Hawk. It's Omen Hawk. Opponent's giving me the Acorn. I don't want them to attack here. Alright. I don't want them to have that Acorn as a blocker, right? Now, I'm guessing, again, I'm gonna bet on a Miriam or a Broadwind. So I'm just gonna go Ruthless Raider because all of these will get blocked by either one of those 2 units. Now the downside here is that I don't have anything else aside from the Ruthless Raider to put the Pigeon for after. But I mean, we have 2 more draws to try to find another unit that we can play. This Darius getting the buff from Omen Hawk is honestly not bad. Yeah, there's the Miriam. As suspected. We'll take the attack anyways. The less units they have, the better it is for us as well, because they are playing champion strength. So taking that block, I think, is fine with us. Litzer of Iron. Okay, let's go Pigeon. I am concerned. I guess the opponent could have like a okay, never mind. I was gonna say, I think I was like, opponent could have a Broadwind into like a Teemo or a second Acorn, and that could be annoying. But that's not the case, so I guess we just chill here. The Janna could be annoying here. The Janna is a little bit annoying here, but the opponent definitely wants to block one of these 2 girls, right? So I guess we can just go here. Because the opponent's always gonna block one of the Saboteurs, so there's no reason for me to like kill one of them. I don't want them to get blocked by the Janna, so let's just push this damage. Opponent got down to 14. Unfortunately, my Omen Hawk hit another Omen Hawk. But it does give me another elusive blocker. Opponent actually doesn't have the Janna, apparently. Huh. Second Darius. Wait, this Decimate was second Darius? Oh, they're playing the Temple version. So they're playing the Temple version, you just pass here, right? I don't develop anything, I'm telling you, you're free to pass, right? Like, I literally didn't develop anything. I'm telling you, you're free to pass. So we go like this.
I'll handle this myself.
This Darius Decimate is actually kind of nice. If opponent doesn't have enough blockers, though, they're going to get punished. We could also just pirouette into... like, we can kill and stun another one of their blockers. Which I think is probably worth it. I guess they could have a form-up anyways to save the pirouette target. But if they have a form-up, I'd rather eat up the form-up right now. So let's say that one of the cards that they have is a form-up. Right? I'd rather eat up that form-up right now, because then my units can still kill it. Or do I rather have the Elixir of Iron to protect against like a Mystic Shot? Or a Divine Whirlwind? Let's force him to have it. Let's force him to have it. We'll go like this. So this is gonna eat up a form-up. Doesn't have the form-up. They have no blockers. Because the thing by doing this is that even if they have one more unit here, if 2 of my units hit, the Darius will level up beforehand. And opponent, I guess, doesn't have the answer, so we just win the game. GG's. Hey, welcome back, everyone. Hope you enjoyed those games of Darius Gnar Overwhelm. Just like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, this deck can do really well against those Janna Nilah decks, and that's why you kind of got to see us beating up on them twice in today's video, just because they have a much harder time dealing with this Overwhelm compared to other decks that have like freezes or have like direct removal like Vengeance, right? Janna Nilah decks don't have that, and that's why we're able to kind of like have a pretty good counter here. But as you saw in other matchups as well, you have multiple ways to win with this deck, whether it's going super wide or just kind of just making these really tall units that the opponent has no way to kind of answer, and just put so much pressure into the opponent where you can just slowly kill them and slowly grind them down and then just finish with like this big punch that they're not expecting. That's kind of the power of this Overwhelm, and that has been the case since like forever, and that has not changed with this deck. That's again doing really well in the meta. So if you're looking for like an easier deck to climb with, that's not that difficult to play, this is one of the ones that I recommend. It's very straightforward because you are kind of playing these Overwhelm units on curve and just kind of going, right? The strategy is Just play, you know, if you get Omen Hog on turn 1, you play Omen Hog on turn 1, then you play your tough speaker Ruthless Raiders on turn 2, right? And then you kind of start building up your board. And then if you are in a position where like you have an Overwhelm unit already in the field and you're going into turn 5, then you can just save your full mana so that you have access to Battle Fury and just have like this really big attack, right? Like it's not that difficult to pilot correctly once you kind of understand the basic of the deck, right? Strategy wise, again, wide first, Overwhelm, buff it with Battle Fury, and then later on you can start dropping the Darius down. If you have a Bone Club, you can save that mana so that you can put the Bone Club in one of your units, etc, etc. The reason that we're only on one Bone Club is because there is a lot of Explorers and a lot of like Quietus, etc running around, so you have to be careful, right, so that you don't lose that equipment for no reason if you play more than one. So just be mindful of that. But anyways, yeah, that's the general strategy. Just units on curve, buff them up, just win the game, right? In terms of mulligan, depending on the matchup, right? Like, I think Bone Club is really good against those Janna Nilah decks because they usually don't have a lot of ways to remove equipment. But you also want to see your Omen Hawk to block their elusives, especially if you're going against like Janna, Teemo, Demacia, right? So that you're able to block the Acorn. So I want a hard mulligan for my Omen Hawk. I want a hard mulligan for my Ruthless Raider and my Crimson Pigeon, right? So like you can have like this combo of the Pigeon plus Ruthless Raider, and kind of just hard mulligan for your units, because you're gonna slowly get your spells as the game progresses. But having these units to start with is gonna put you in a decent spot. Again, I'll keep the Bone Club if I'm going against Janna decks, but otherwise, just focus on your units first so that you can push that damage and get them lower and lower, so that when your Darius comes down on turn 6, you just have this big Darius that the opponent cannot deal with. That's going to be your general strategy, right? And your general mulligan. But anyways, I think that's going to be it for me for today. Before we sign off, I wanted to give a special shout out to 2 new champions that we get into the channel, and that's going to be Fussballpunk as well as WhiscashWhiskers. Thank you so much for the additional support and becoming champions, and I hope that you enjoyed those extra videos that you're gonna get every single week. If you want to become a champion or a gladiator of my channel, just click on the join button below next to the subscribe button, or if you don't see it because you're on iOS in your mobile app, you can go to the description and click on that link directly and it'll take you to the join page. But that'll be it for us for today. Hope you enjoyed this showcase of Overwhelm. If you did, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LOL videos every single day. And you can also follow us on Twitch at Sirturmund. We stream every now and then, as well as Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.